Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. Today was payday for me. Big payment came in from YouTube. It's my monthly big payment. And so I had to sit down and pay all my bills. And I was busy doing that during the break, and I just finished up, which is why I'm literally just now sitting down to get these final setup things done so we can hang out tonight. Many of you might be saying, wait a minute, Minecraft chill. Phil, last week we were streaming Minecraft. You did not hit your support goal, and you said that was it, and you were going to give it a rest, but that you really enjoyed doing Minecraft as much as you had played it, and that you may go back to it in the future. That's all correct. That absolutely positively did happen last week. And then, as I turned the stream off, okay, literally as I turned it off and I was about to hit record to make the daily wrap, a bunch of gifted subs came in, and I hit the goal. Now, I'll be honest, and I'll say this again as we start, because right now there's not a lot of people on the stream. You guys will be joining over the next 15, 20 minutes. You know, there'll be way more people here. But I'll just say this. You know, if you're someone who likes the Minecraft stuff and, you know, you've enjoyed it and you've supported it up to this point and all of that, great. Thank you so much. But I will say, man, it sure would be great if you're going to support it during the stream before I'm offline. Because chances are one of these times what's going to end up happening is I'm going to be gone. I'm not even going to know that the gifted subs came through because I'm not even going to be here. You know, I was literally about to record the daily wrap, and then I'm off uploading, editing thumbnails. I'm done. I'm not even looking at streams anymore. So I wouldn't have even known that those had come in. I know what happens sometimes is people want to support, but they can't make it to the stream. Other times, I will be honest with you, I think some people like to be the hero. They like to be Superman, right? When the entire Justice League is defeated and the day is over and Lex Luthor is standing over them like this in his mech suit and he's laughing, ha, 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 that's it for good and justice. And all of a sudden, then at the last final hour, Superman punches through the wall and smacks Luthor in the jaw, cracking it open and defeating him, right? So you want to be a superhero, and I get it, but we are trying to figure out, you know, what we can do when we can do it. You know what I'm saying? And last week, we legit thought that Minecraft was done. We've been playing it now for about 2.5, almost 3 months for the record. There's a lot of parts of Minecraft that we've made. It's been like 16 some streams or something crazy like that, right? So, yeah, that's all I have to say is if you like the Minecraft stuff and you want to support it, I need to have support for Minecraft to stay in the rotation, okay? It has to hit its goal, just like everything else. If it hits it, we keep doing it once a week. If it doesn't hit it, we don't do it. Now, if you're going to support Minecraft, please support it when I'm actually playing the game, not at the very last moment. You know what I mean? Bob wants to transfer his entire bank account over to save Minecraft. Sounds good. Go for it. Let's see it. Put your money where your mouth is. Sounds like a plan. What I have for dinner, we had minestrone soup and a homemade club sandwich. I made the sandwich on ciabatta bread. It was very good. Very good dinner. No, it was not canned minestrone. It's the one that you can get from the grocery store. That's the fresh soup. It's refrigerated. You have to keep it refrigerated. It's only good for like a week. It was very, very good. I love this one. No, it's actually minestrone, but a lot of people have started pronouncing it minestrone. That's not correct. It's actually pronounced minestrone soup. But for some reason, in our English language, we like to say things wrong. So now a lot of people say minestrone and think that that's correct. It's actually minestrone. It always was minestrone. Save us GTA 9. No one has ever called me that term because when I was growing up, all right, I grew up in a kind of almost like a melting pot situation where like next door to me, my neighbor was Irish. The one door down from him was a Puerto Rican family. Across the street, there was a black family. Next to us also was a Puerto Rican family on the other side. So like all around me was all different cultures. So no one like thought, oh, there's one culture that's right or wrong. So literally no one in my neighborhood would ever say racial stuff at all to anyone. Like no one would say it to me. I wouldn't say it to anyone. No one would say that stuff. Like it wasn't even like in our minds when we were growing up. And the elementary school that I went to also was very multicultural. Like, everyone in my class was different. There was a million different races. Oh, my goodness. Like, everything I just mentioned, plus there was Asians, like Indian, Chinese, Vietnamese, like everything. So no one really cared what race anyone was. So no one's ever actually called me that because no one even gave a crap. No one cared at all. I've never been called that. Mark says, Phil, I'm not interested in buying Donkey Kong, even though I own a Switch 2. I'm just playing Mario Kart at the moment. Hey, I am 9 hours into Donkey Kong now. All right, 7 parts, but some of the parts like an hour and a half long. The entire 9 hours has been identical. It's just smashing shit. And it's not even like using your brain to smash shit. It's like mindless smashing. And I've gotten almost every banana, all the items. It's just, the bosses are an absolute joke. Oh, look, a boss. Activate your transformation. Duh! Beat the boss in 10 seconds. So I don't know. Everyone seems to be saying that Donkey Kong Bonanza is like the best game ever. I'm playing 9 hours in. I'm still waiting for something good to happen. I'm still at a loss. Maybe it is coming, but why do I have to wait 9 hours? When I played Super Mario Odyssey, the first stage blew me away. This is like, what is going on? I don't know. I'm still waiting. All right, guys, can we get our first contributor of the night? Either our first super chat, our first tip, a gifted sub on Kick, maybe a membership. Can we get some kind of contribution? And then we'll get started with Minecraft for tonight. And we'll see how the night takes us. Again, if we hit the goal tonight, I will keep playing Minecraft once a week. This week, if we don't hit the goal, it's over. Last week, it would have been over. But then someone did that last minute bunch of gifted subs to hit the goal after the stream was offline. I don't want to do that this week. I want to either hit it or don't, so we know definitively what we're doing moving forward, okay? Yes, Bob Walters, you said you were going to transfer your entire bank account over to the stream. What's taking you so long? You could have been the first contributor. I don't know why you're dragging your feet. I mean, come on. You're the one who said it, so what's going on? So that is true. Anonymous Tipper says, why would you count support for a stream? For the previous stream, it doesn't make any sense. All right, then, forget it. Then there's no Minecraft tonight. We didn't hit the goal. So we're not doing it tonight. What are we doing instead? Because those subs did not count towards the Minecraft stream, apparently, according to Anonymous Tipper. There you go. What do you guys think? Just cancel the stream right now on the fly? No more Minecraft? Let's do a poll. All right, how about this? If we hit the support goal, we'll do a poll, and the poll will determine if we keep doing Minecraft or if we drop it and do something else starting next week. But we have to hit the goal to get the poll. See? Now, if we don't hit the goal, Minecraft's canceled. If we do hit the goal, we'll do a poll to see if Minecraft is canceled. It's awesome. That sounds good. All right, so we're not going to have any support to start. All right, I was hoping to at least get one thing on the leaderboard before we began, but I can't wait all night. I do have to boot the game and actually start playing at some point. So let's get started. Here we go. However, since there's been no support, that means there will be no Phil. It'll be a Phil-less stream. All right, sounds like a plan, right? All right, here we go. Let's get Minecraft open with no Phil. What the hell's this? Get out of my face. Advertising to me. A complete Phil-free stream. Who's playing? Who knows? It might not even be me. It might be someone else playing. How would you even know? I'm not here. Looks good. People want me back. Well, that's what happens. I can't feel myself exist. That's exactly what happens. Gabriel the Blessed has done a $2 super chat. He says, we want Phil. Well, thank you, Gabriel. Because you want me, you got me. Thanks for the first contribution of the night. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. There you go. Apparently LTG literally does what I just did for real. Like, I'm just messing around. Apparently he'll be like, oh, unless I get $20 right now, I won't even turn on the face cam at all. And he'll actually stream with no cam or nothing until people contribute, and then he'll turn it on. Me, I'm just jesting. I'm messing around. I was going to turn it on anyway. But some people are just crazy. So I've really enjoyed this run, to be honest. But I've definitely noticed the last few times that we've played Minecraft, attendance is dwindling. We don't really get that many viewers. In fact, right now we're starting, okay? We have 172 viewers on YouTube, not even 200 viewers. Over on Kick, I'm willing to bet we barely have any viewers. 70. As opposed to, you know, on a game that people like, it's like 80 to 100. So this is one of my least attended streams that I've been doing. But the reason that I've kept Minecraft in the rotation is two reasons. Number one, I find it relaxing and chill when we're doing fun stuff together and we're interacting and we're talking and we're having a good time. I like that interactive vibe. That's how Minecraft was 5 years ago when I played it. Regardless of what I got done in a given night, as long as we were hanging out and having good conversation, that's what it was all about. And I like that Minecraft has been that for us for the last 2-3 months. But number two, no lie, people have in general supported really well. All right, in regards to that, basically, we hit my support goals when we play it. Now, not every time. There's been once or twice we have it. But for the most part, we have. But now what's happened is we're in the midst of the summer. Okay, things are a little different. I'm actually juggling a whole lot of games. Right now, there's 2 games people want me to be playing. Tony Hawk and this RoboCop expansion. I don't have time to play them. I'm juggling too much. Okay? So things are on hold that people absolutely want to see. And I made it clear last week. I said, listen, guys, I like Minecraft, but other things are all competing for my time that people want. So if we hit our support goals and people support it, I'll keep playing Minecraft. But if we don't, then Minecraft's going to go by the wayside, and instead we're going to do something else. So last week, it was a fun week. I finished building the double-decker treehouse, and we were doing fishing and all kinds of stuff. And if you remember what happened, it was the end of the stream, and we hadn't hit the goal. In fact, we were a good a ways away. I want to say like we were like $30, $40 away from hitting the goal, so almost a third of the goal away. And I said to everyone this final big kind of speech saying thank you for, 3 months. And it was a great ride, but I think this is time to hang it up, and maybe we would come back to Minecraft at a future date. And then I basically shut down the recording. I talked with the streaming audience for maybe another 5 minutes. I turned off the stream. I set up and I hit record, ready to start recording the Daily Wrap. And as I did that, a pop-up popped up on my screen saying that someone had gifted a whole bunch of subs on Kick, and we hit our goals. So the point I'm making here is, listen, I like Minecraft, but it does seem like always like a last-minute Hail Mary or a big rescue from some hero at the end of the stream. That's why we hit our support goal. It's not like that with other games. Today with Donkey Kong, I hit my goals right as we started playing. Other games I'm hitting right away. It's never like last-minute stuff. So people want other stuff. If you like Minecraft and you enjoy these chill nights, I sure do, please, you got to support them. And not last minute Hail Mary throwing in subs, after the stream's offline. It's got to be, hey, let's hit the goal during the stream so we all know that it's supported and it's going to continue. Because right now, I would almost guarantee that tonight some people are watching like, wait, what? I thought that Phil said no more Minecraft because we didn't hit the goal last week. Well, technically you're right. But then we did. So you see how confusing this is? I'd much prefer to always have people know what's going on, including me. So if you like Minecraft, support it tonight, and please do it while I'm playing. Not after the stream is offline, not when I'm saying goodnight to everyone. Let's do it now. Let's hit this goal of $150 of support between all avenues, whether it's tips, super chats and super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, subs or gifted subs. Let's hit it. Let's keep Minecraft in the rotation. If not, it's all good. I would be a little sad, but at the same time, we played it a lot, and we have other things to do. We can always go back to it again in the future. I think what happens is when I play games for too long, they wear out their welcome. Look at Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Look at Blueprints recently. These games are so long that people get bored. We're over 30 parts into Minecraft, so we're like 40 plus hours into it. So I get that some people are burnt out on it and aren't having too much fun. All right, so there you have it. Now, that being said, we've got some contributions to shout out, and then let's head down, and I think what we're going to do tonight is prepare to go back into the cave and do some exploration and mining, okay? I don't think Microsoft has had good leadership in their console division since the era of the Xbox 360. Don Matrick was a humongous mistake. The guy was a clown. Even though he understood business, he didn't understood gamer culture. You see the difference? There's a difference between good business and actually being in line with your customer base. He was completely out of touch with the customer base, didn't know what they wanted, and he was providing things with value, but things that most people didn't care about or didn't want to hear about. People wanted to be able to trade in their games with their friends. People wanted to be able to do all these various things, and he didn't listen. You know? Now, in regards to Phil Spencer, I think what's happened with Phil Spencer is what Xbox attempted to do was say, hey, look who we've got as the new person in charge of Xbox. This is no silver spoon in the mouth, rich boy Don Matrick. This is a guy who came from a university in Washington, a guy who's a bro and a gamer. He actually plays the games that you guys are going to be playing on Xbox and all that. However, I hate to say it, the guy is dumb as a rock. Okay? Just because he's a nice guy and because you might see him as a bro gamer or whatever, he is really stupid. He's made some of the dumbest decisions ever in regards to what he's done with Xbox. It's actually pretty laughably bad, some of the shit that he's pulled off and thought that it was good. I feel like at first everyone liked Phil Spencer because they thought he's definitely a step up from Don Matrick because he understands gamers and gaming culture. I mean, Game Pass itself is one of the most consumer-friendly ideas and services ever construed by anyone. Right? The fact that you just pay a monthly subscription fee and you're getting games to play for, on that subscription, and they're brand new games. It's 100% consumer friendly. But I do feel like what's happened is as he's gotten longer in the tooth, as they say, in his tenure as an Xbox leader, the cracks have shown in his leadership ability that he doesn't really know what he's doing. People like him just because he's a likable guy, not necessarily because he has good ideas. And that's not necessarily a good thing. You want to have good ideas. You want to be someone who's at the forefront of leading your company into the future. It doesn't seem like that's what he's doing at all. It seems to me like he's kind of just kind of floundering. And sometimes an idea works, sometimes it doesn't. And if it doesn't, then he has to recoup or regather his thoughts. And that's bad. You want to be hitting at least 50% of your shots when you're a leader like that. And he's not doing that. Okay? He is having a lot of problems. We're going to buy up all of these companies. We think this is a great idea to buy up. Oh, I just did everything wrong. We're going to buy up all these companies. All right, so what's your plan for buying up all the companies? What are you going to do with them? Are you going to strategically have them make certain kinds of games or whatever? Oh, I don't know what you mean. We're just going to buy up all of these companies. Huh? Okay, so now that they're making games for you, are you checking on the games to see if they're good? Are you having any kind of a hands-on... Oh, no, we just let them do whatever they want. Seriously, everything he's doing is just so stupid. From a common sense perspective, anyone who has a common sense brain would tell you the things that he's done as a leader have been atrociously bad. But the problem is he's just protected from common sense, right? I mean, look how many mistakes he's made. He's still in his position. I don't remember anyone talking about him stepping down. It's unfortunate. We used to have the big three. It was always Nintendo versus Microsoft versus Sony. We don't have a big three anymore. We have Nintendo and Sony, and they're really, and it's hard to even say that they're competing in the same space a lot of the time. So, yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. It's pretty sad what's happened. I don't like his leadership skills. I think that what's happened is over time, now, like I said, his shortcomings have gotten stronger and stronger to the point where now it's hard to even think that the guy is half competent. But, I mean, what are they going to do? Who are they going to get in there to replace him now? I don't know. I do feel like they need someone different, but I don't know. I disagree, Sidious. Sidious thinks that basically Phil Spencer has been cutting the fat, that the people he's cutting he feels are not the people who have talent. I disagree. I mean, you have studios, for example, the ones that just made the studio that made The Evil Within, but then they made the really good action platformer. I forget what the name of it was. It was the music rhythm-based one. They made an insane game that sold well, laid off the whole studio, just fired them all. He's not cutting the fat. He's just cutting what he needs to so that his company doesn't look financially bad. It's desperation. It's not strategy. It's, we need to do this so we're not tanking. And so the shareholders don't complain and the real big wigs above me don't complain. So we have to just cut these studios off. I mean, name one actual benefit that has happened since Microsoft bought up all of these studios. Besides, a few of the games are under Game Pass and we save money. We don't have to buy them. Can you think of another benefit? Have any of the games gotten better? Has Microsoft increased their portfolio so well with exclusives that people want an Xbox now? He didn't have a plan, or if he had a plan, it was so half-cocked that when he started doing these things, it was apparent it wasn't going to work, but he did it anyway. You know? It's sad. You know, and sadly, the downfall started with Xbox 360. You know, that console was amazing. You had the Red Ring debacle, and Microsoft actually did the right thing, right? Which I'm sure cost them a pretty penny because they messed it up so bad. And then after that, they were actually dominating in the market for a bit. And then what happened? Well, they allowed Sony to catch up. Then they went with Xbox One way before it was ready for that kind of a thing. No one wanted, you know, online only, you know, console or anything like that. Everyone was still, that was over 10 years ago. No one was ready for something online only. That's insanity, right? Tango Gameworks was the name of the company. Thank you, King First. Tango Gameworks, they were the ones who had made Evil Within, and then they made that other great rhythm platformer, and then they all got fired anyway. Cydia says, we have to wait and see what the next titles will be like from Xbox Studios. Dude, they've owned these studios for over 5 to 6 years. How long do you wait? You can't wait 10 years for a product to come out. It's ridiculous. At some point, you gotta be like, listen, either produce or fucking get off the pot. And if they're not producing, it's his fault. He's the one who bought them. He's the one who should be there turning the screws and saying, do the work. Do it like this. Here's what we need to do. Here's what we need from you. Not, hey, just pump out a game and hope it's good. Seems like that's what he's doing. You are aware, if you remember, what was it, 2 years ago? That vampire game came out from the makers of, they had previously made, what was it, Deathloop and that? What was the name of the vampire game? I can't remember what it was called. So the game comes out, it's completely unfinished, it's buggy as shit, it's falling apart. They interviewed Phil Spencer, he says, oh, I didn't know it was like that. We probably shouldn't have released it like that. It's your company. How didn't you know? You bought them, you're in charge of supervising the work. Redfall, thank you, King Furbs, it was called Redfall. That's his problem, his shortcoming. He is the freaking person who should know above all else the quality of the games that are being made. And he doesn't know anything because he's a fucking dunce. He's paying no attention. And then it's a dud after dud, failure after failure. Avowed. Dude, Avowed has great gameplay mechanics and is one of the most boring fucking stories I've ever experienced for a fantasy game. There is no way, absolutely no fucking way. By the way, I made boots instead of pants. Son of a bitch, I made the wrong thing. There is no way that they gave Avowed into the hands of a gamer and asked them, is this story good? And the gamer said yes. The story is ass. It's the worst part of the game by leaps and bounds. How on earth they didn't know the story was so bad in a story-based RPG, but again, he's so hands-off. He's so not fucking paying attention to anything going on around him that he doesn't realize things are bad till it's too late. Conky Dong did a $2 super chat. It says, I say banana. Very nice. Oh yeah, if anyone does a $20 contribution tonight, whether it's a tip, a super chat, 4 gifted subs over on Kick, or even like, what would that be? 7 gifted memberships on YouTube. For a $20 contribution, I will play an animation that ties into Donkey Kong and actually has like sound effects tied to it, okay? So guys, we got some super chats. We certainly got some tips. How about some subs over on Kick tonight? How about the Kick audience support Minecraft to keep it rolling? That would be great. And Kick support would be much appreciated right now. It would help a lot, so please consider it. Okay. Can I sing the banana song? I don't really know how it goes. I think it goes, I want banana, tasty banana. And one of them is like, put it in your mouth and squeeze. And then another part is like, it comes in denim, or something like that. But that's all I know. Like, I legit don't actually know the song like you guys do. So the new Doom movies are good. Dark Maggot is saying, yeah, the new Doom movies are really good. Oh, man, maybe I gotta watch them then. The thing is, as you guys know, for a very long time, I was behind on all this pop culture stuff. Why? Because, quite honestly, I messed up my financials. I didn't have money to do a lot of stuff. I didn't have any movie on-demand service. I had nothing, right? So I was just bare minimum doing whatever. Even my streams, I was using just consoles that were outdated and everything. Now, I'm good. You guys support me so much, I could do this stuff. I could get caught up. So maybe I should. Maybe I should get, if it's on Max, I have it already. Maybe I should watch the Dune movies, right? Fair enough. Your future stepdad has done a 6 sub bomb on Kick. Not enough to get him on the leaderboard. I can't put him on the leaderboard tonight, but that is $30 of support. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, nice and early as well, we have hit our goal, ensuring that we will actually do another Minecraft stream. So thank you to everyone. Let's do a little bit of a celebration, shall we? There's a troll. Okay, I'll get him. I find it impressive what insane level of no-life stalking and loserishness there is. There's someone who hasn't been on one of my streams in months. They're here. Within one stream of them being on my streams, there's an impersonator trying to dox them, putting their real name in the chat. It's been one stream. The guy's been away for months. What is wrong with people? Like, seriously, serious mental illness to be acting like that. Okay, so anyway, as you guys know, I've been playing Stick Drift Simulator. No, I've been playing Capcom vs. SNK 2 for 2 months. I think I'm actually getting better at it now than I ever used to be, because this was the game out of the big four, which were Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and CVS 2, Capcom vs. SNK 2. CVS 2 was the one I played the least. Okay, it really was. I liked it. I thought it was a great game, but there wasn't a lot of people in my area who played it. For me to get comp, I would have to travel, and I was like, so I never really played it, all right? Today, I'm playing it now, and I'm actually learning. I've learned characters like Guile and Chun-Li, and I'm getting better with them. My characters who I actually used to be really good with, like Vega and Blanca, I've actually improved with them. Dude, I played Justin Wong in a set, and I almost beat him a game, which is insane because he's one of the best, if not the best, in the country at CVS 2 at one time, and I almost beat him. So that speaks volumes. I beat a Grandmaster in an online challenge set. I'm getting better and better at this game, all right? So I'm having a ton of fun playing CVS 2. The thing is, I can't play 2 fighting games at once. And I've explained this to you guys before, that if I'm going to put the time into playing a fighting game, it has to be my focus. If I'm going to play CVS 2, then that's the fighting game I'm playing for now. And I'll play it once to twice a week, and I'll get better at it. But I can't play CVS 2 and also play Street Fighter 6 and also play Mortal Kombat or Tekken. I can only play one. Okay? Now, I played Street Fighter 6 for 1.5 years, pretty hardcore. I got like 7 or 8 or more characters to master. And then what happened is, basically I kind of lost interest in the game because it got too samey for me. Every match felt like, oh, I'm fighting a Cammy. Well, I know exactly how this Cammy's going to fight. I'm fighting an Ed. I know exactly what that Ed's going to do. Because the game is too, how can I say, pattern play focused. The meta is so similar that everyone plays the game the same. When I play the game online, I don't have fun because I get no variety of comp. It's just really boring. So after a while, if you noticed, I kind of played less. When Mai Shiranui came out, I played her and I liked the character. And I played her, like 2 sessions, 3 sessions. I got her to master. And then I was like, okay, I'm giving Street Fighter 6 a break. And then I never went back. You know, Elena's been out for like a month. I don't care. I just don't care. I'm liking playing the classics. I'm enjoying playing CVS 2 way more than I've been playing Street Fighter 6. Like, I would argue, I stopped having fun playing Street Fighter 6 after year 1 ended. Like, when year 2 started and really people started using M. Bison and stuff, that's kind of when I kind of lost interest in it, and I'm just not enjoying it. Now, I did play it from time to time, but it never was as interesting to me as it was that first year. And I don't know if that'll change. Maybe eventually that will change or it won't. I don't know. But here's the deal. I'm having tons of fun with CVS 2. I'm getting better. Now, people are saying, well, Season 3 of Street Fighter 6 is right around the corner. The first week of August, Sagat is coming out. Don't you want to check him out? I mean, here's the thing. On curiosity's sake, meaning, do I want to see how they've made Sagat in the modern Street Fighter? Yes, I do. But it's only for curiosity to compare to how he played previously and how he plays now. I'm not really interested in getting back into Street Fighter 6, relearning all the matchups and the meta since it adjusted when they dropped Elena and they changed the whole game. I don't want to sit there and grind with Sagat to get to master and beyond. I don't really care. I don't really like the game that much, anymore. I'll be honest, I every once in a while I try to watch some of it. Like, there's a tournament this weekend, Blink Respawn. I think I watched one single match, and I was so fucking... It was Rashid against Kimberly. And I'm trying to watch it, and I can barely pay attention. I'm bored to tears. The Rashid is literally doing poke, push her to the corner, do these mix-up pattern over and over and over. The Kimberly is just looking for a poke, getting one poke in, pushing him to the corner, and then doing her mix-up in the corner. That's the whole game. The entire game is get a poke, go to the corner, and then do a mix-up. That's the whole effing game now. That's not fun. That's not even a fighting game, quite frankly. It's pretty boring. So, I don't know if I want to play Street Fighter 6 again. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know if I want to. I'm bored. With CVS 2, I've been getting better. We're seeing a variety of characters. Now that we're actually starting to play better fighters, because I ranked up enough, we're seeing P-Groove with interesting execution. We're seeing people learn different strategies and try different things. I've played people from back in the day, like Spider Dan. Dude, I haven't seen or played that guy since the early 2000s. I just played him like a week or two ago, and we had a great set, right? So that's what I mean. Like, it's actually meaningful when I'm playing CVS 2. I don't feel like there's a single meaning to playing Street Fighter 6. It's just the same pattern play shit over and over, and I'm bored. Okay? So, honestly, I don't know if I'm playing Street Fighter 6 again. I don't know if I'm playing Sagat. I know people are going to ask for it, but I'm not feeling it. I'm having so much fun learning and playing CVS 2, and there's comp for it, and we're having good times every time I stream it. I don't know why I would want to interrupt that because Street Fighter 6 had an update and has a new character. I don't really think Street Fighter 6 is a very good game at this point, to be honest. I'm very bored with it. So, that's my take. Now, you could disagree. Abdullah had asked, am I going to play Sagat? That's how we started on this topic 10 minutes ago. I feel bad because I know there's people who want to see me play it, but wouldn't you rather see me play a game I actually like and want to get better at and want to learn and enjoy, and I'm getting good variety of comp and everything, rather than just play Street Fighter 6 because it's the modern Street Fighter? I don't think I'm going to get much or any enjoyment out of playing Street Fighter 6. Even if I do well, it's just kind of like, eh. And to be honest, you guys were bored of it too. That's one of the major reasons why I stopped playing it as much, because when I streamed it, you guys were tired of it and were telling me, wow, this is boring. We're not so interested. So I played it less and less. King Ferbs, thanks for taking care of this mentally deranged person. We have a mentally deranged person. Today they made like 50 or 60 sock accounts. What's hilarious is once or twice when they came in and tried to spam, every account said the same thing, and then YouTube just auto-blocked it anyway. The person's so effing dumb, they didn't realize that's what would happen. Do I go out of my way to try and buy things made in America? If I can, I do, but it is so hard. Really, it is so hard to find stuff made in America because so much was outsourced. It's like impossible to get most products American-made. I wish you could get them all American-made, and they'd probably be much higher quality. I really don't care about paying a little bit more cost if I get better quality, but it's very hard to get, right? Yeah, of course it's easy to find made in China because China's such a weak or cheap labor force. Every company outsourced to China, but the quality is way, way, way lower. Like, for example, a lot of cheap shirts are made in China. It's really bad textiles. No exaggeration. They will rip, break, fall apart right away. There's other countries that do them better. I mean, I'm not even just saying USA, but like India, Egypt, those countries, they also make these things, but they make them good quality. It's just everyone wants to go to China because it's the cheapest labor force, but the quality is way worse. I know for a fact. When I worked at helicopter support, I had dealings with China. My father has worked for companies that had dealings with China. And they always try to cut corners. They always try to get, the cheapest price. But what about the quality? They don't care. They really don't care. Where was this overshirt made? I have no idea. This is not like an expensive overshirt. I got this one at a discount store. I bet it's from China. I bet this shirt is from China. We got about a half an hour left on tonight's stream, everyone, just so you know. Thanks, you've been a great audience, great interactions, great discussion. I'm having a good time. Thank you for the support. If you support any more, I would appreciate it. We don't have to. We could hit a double goal. We could hit 200. We could hit whatever. We already hit our goal, so I'm happy. If you do a $20 contribution, I have a special animation and sound effects saved up for you to tie in with my Donkey Kong Bonanza playthrough, if you're interested. It would have to be a $20 super chat tip or a 4-sub bomb. Nick Smith did a $2 super chat. He says, when I see made in China, I throw it in the trash. And you probably don't do much with products these days, because I hate to say it, but so many products are made in China, I don't know how you could avoid it. It sucks that that's the case, but what can you do? So here's a perfect example. Conduit 2, Mortal Kombat, so this was probably the reboot, Mortal Kombat 9, Portal 2, and SOCOM 4. 4 games, release day unboxing, 50,000 views. So this video, no lie, maybe between $150 to $200. So this probably paid for most of the games before I even uploaded a gameplay video of it. Yeah, pretty crazy, huh? But the thing is, I don't remember when I ended it, and this, for some reason, I can't bring up the playlist. It's only bringing up individual videos. Here's one from the end of 2012. It looks like 2012, because in 2013 is probably when I started doing more digital stuff. Oh, is this it? Here it is. No, this isn't it. This isn't, is this my playlist? I don't know if this is my playlist. I guess it is. Maybe I did start doing them over on the DSP Reacts channel. Xbox One Day 1 Edition unboxing. Look at that. Well, hold on one second. What is... Aha! So I did move them from DSP Gaming to my vlogging channel in 2013. That makes sense. Here we go. So the last one I did was actually May 20th, 2014. Wolfenstein, The New Order, and Drakengard 3. This was the last release day unboxing. After that, I stopped buying the physical editions of games. I started going all digital. But look, it was pretty consistent before then. It really was. As you can see, by this point already, views had dropped off. Only 10,000. Why? Because there was nothing in the boxes. Like, watch. Here's the box. Look, that's the box. Seriously. There's no instruction manual at all. All it is the controls of the game. There's nothing in the box at all. Wow, some release day unboxing, huh? There was an ad for Evil Within in there. I'm trying to see what was in Drakengard 3, but apparently I'm not, like, picking it up for some reason. What was in Drakengard 3? Anything? No, look. Here's why release day unboxing ended in 2014. Here's Drakengard 3. No instructions, no pack-in, not even art, nothing. White. And the game disc. Wow. Gee, I wonder why I stopped doing release day unboxing, right? Sheesh. Well, there's your answer, everyone. Since people were interested, that's where it went. Basically went into the oblivion because there was nothing to do. It's completely blank. Wow. But anyway, I mean, do I miss doing stuff like that? Yeah, that was fun. It was fun to go in the morning, get all the games, unbox them. I had this big hype feeling behind it when that happened. Really, it did. Like a big feeling of hype and excitement that we're getting a new game and we're going to get to see what's in it. People get excited for the playthrough that was coming out later that day. And then it all kind of went away. It really did. It all just disappeared as games changed and everything went all digital and everything. Just... it fizzled into nothing, and there's nothing you can really do about that. Times change. I mean, Ask the King. At one point, Ask the King was one of my most popular shows because I didn't do anything like this. What we're doing right now, I never did. Instead, it was always, I'm just doing a playthrough. I'm hyper-focused on the game. We got to beat it, guys. We got to get through and get to the next game. I didn't talk to the audience. I didn't answer questions. I didn't hang out. Instead, it was, let's just play a game. And because of that, I did a separate series called Ask the King where all I did was answer your questions. At first, it was based off of just people like posting on my forums. Then I started taking Twitter questions, Facebook questions, all kinds of stuff from different places. But after a while, after I became an interactive streamer, and now I do these interactive streams, what do you need Ask the King for? We can just talk now, right? So there you have it. It became a moot point. There was no reason to ever do it ever again. Okay. Hold on one second here. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just received, this is insane, a $133 tip. $133 from Jersey Clyde. He says, hey, DSP, I have to admit, I originally found out about you through detractors. After looking on your streams for a while, I come to the opinion you're not as bad as they make you out to be. That is what most logical people say. I'm not saying that I don't have my moments. I do. I have moments of uncontrollable rage and stupidity. But in general, my streams are chill and fun. We have a great interactive time together. Everyone gets something good out of it, right? And people tell me, I don't even understand what people are talking about. They seem to emphasize one tiny moment that happened during your stream, and then they act like that was the entirety of your stream, when it most definitely wasn't. And it sucks that I misrepresented as much as I am, but that's just something that I've become used to over the years because that's all they do. Keep in mind, the reason they're doing it is for profit. It's literally the only reason. If they told the truth about me, then, you know, people wouldn't care about their garbage bunk content, always trying to say that I'm like the devil or whatever. So it does suck, but what can you do? But thank you. $133 from Jersey Clyde, an insanely huge contribution. Let me get you up on the leaderboard here. I screwed all this up. Hold on. What is this? Okay. The 133 plus 178 would be 311. So, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, again, I don't know what's going on. There's something in the air. There's something in the water. But people are coming out in droves this week and supporting me. And I really, really appreciate it. That now means, ladies and gentlemen, 76 freaking goals hit already. At this rate, we're going to be doing DSP Tries It by Wednesday. What is going on? This is insanity. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's in the air. Some crazy stuff is in the air. But thank you so much, Jersey Clyde. Okay. Oh, good. And then I got a $1.11 tip from Grey Goose Fox, who says, what sound would you make if a metal rod shot up your ass? If I have a Wings of Redemption raid, he just shouted me out. Why have my viewers gone down on YouTube? My viewers just went down. Christus Kine or Kine, I can't read the name, on Kick said, if someone gives 5 subs, I'll do the same. I don't think anyone believes you. But so they said it, guys. I don't know if they're serious or not. They're claiming to match 5 subs. It would be nice if you would just do 5 subs. You don't require someone else to do it before you. I mean, quite a few people have contributed tonight already. They did it. Christus Kine actually did a 5 sub bomb. So they actually did put their money where their mouth was. Wow. Well, thank you to Christus Kine, who did a 5 sub bomb. I guess I look like the moron now because I didn't think they were really going to do it. I thought they were full of it, but they actually did it. So now we're up to $342 of support for tonight's Minecraft stream. Wow. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Oh, it says Christ is King. Oh, it's real hard to read because you have the numbers in place of letters there, Christ is King. Well, thank you so much, Christ is King, for 5 subs. All right. So everyone, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. What a great Minecraft chill stream. People came and supported in droves. I hope that you enjoyed the chill interactive vibes, and we'll do it all again next week. Thank you guys, and have a good night. See you next time. Good stuff, everyone. Really, thank you. I don't know what is happening this week that it seems like every single stream, not only are we hitting goals, but we're hitting like multiple goals and stuff. I don't know what's caused this. But what I find hilarious is that there actually are actively people right now who are saying, oh, you're falling apart, you're a failure, your business is down, you're doing terribly. Like, what are you talking about exactly? It's like, I think people live in opposite world because they actually believe it. Like, they actually think that's the case. I don't know what would make them believe that. Just because people don't like me and make shit up doesn't mean it's real. Like, things are going really well right now, you know?
I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.